Right? Are we ready to do this shit, Owens?
Walking in the light of God.
Yo, we are marching in the light of God.
Oh, not
Owens.
walking,
Nah,
marching.
marching.
Remember, we're sharing the number.
Yo. Two guys, one mic.
Two guys, one peel.
You, you Owens is sass. Owens is sass. Huh? Nah, guys.
I had to do it,
Nah,
my
guys,
bro.
man.
It was there, but I had to do it. Kijk, die number is die, my bro. Can I ask you something?
Awesome.
Can I ask you something?
But look, oh.
Tell me if you know someone that needs Jesus, Lord. Yes, tell me if you know someone. Oh, did you hear that vocals there, my bro?
Me down.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The organs, oh,
Okay.
bro.
Okay, let's get this shit. Let's get this shit going. Okay,
Are we?
Okay.
Are we?
5, 6.
Yeah, baby, all I say. Voices of Galaxy. Sado, your time is here for you. You have to go.
Yo. Let's get it.
Oh.
5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
To the Realcast.
Oh. Yes. We are back. We took a bitchy of a what the fuck is happening here next to me?
Realcast, baby.
Yo.
Ah, we-
I
we-
thought it
we-
was like let me suck.
Whoa.
Nah,
It's not that kind of party, my man.
Anyway, we are back. It's episode 44 of the Realcast SA. I am your humble, gracious, and highly favored host, Basic Carl. Alongside me today we have
You are the humbled, what?
humble, gracious,
Gracious
and highly favored.
and highly favored co-host.
Nah. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Let me do that again.
No, I'm not. Yo,
Okay.
nee, gaat niet bij je moeder.
Check the score there.
Yo,
someone's
bro,
score.
nou, men put that kak softer.
Okay. Just yeah.
Mashallah. Yo, I'm gonna get cancelled, my bro, by the Muslim community for saying mashallah, bro. But I say, naltjes. Yeah, bro, of course, my bro. Man is the goat, bro.
Shiva. Cristiano Ronaldo's now.
Oh, I thought now, yo, this man is also not that kind of politician. I'm not from the number. I'm too pretty, my bro. That's the number.
Way too sexy for the shit.
Yo, way too sexy for the number. No, wait.
Way too sexy. Too sexy for the Sambela. Too sexy for the Noma. Yo, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Man.
Yo.
1 month of maternity leave and then this cock happens.
Okay, now.
said I'm way too sexy for the Sabella. Oh my
Okay, now Ronaldo scored again. Keeper could have saved it though. but
Nice, boy.
Yeah, I did. Relax. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I am your humble, gracious, and highly favored host. Basically, alongside me, we have the man, the myth. You can find him on the 4th track of DONDA, bruh. Cause he is. He
I was
is.
gonna say Jesus.
Did I go over your head?
Yeah, do that again.
What now?
Oh, okay, do it again.
Okay. Let's do it again.
Oh, sorry.
And alongside me today, we have the man, the myth. You can find him on the 4th track of DONDA.
Why?
Cause he's off the grid, bruh.
You should have said why.
Oh.
You should. You
Fuck it.
Nah,
fuck
do it again. It's a quiet segue.
Yeah,
Do it again.
Okay. And alongside me today, we have the man, the myth. You can find him on the 4th track of DONDA. Why?
Cause he's off the grey. That's for my kids. Okay, I don't have kids, but away. It's Geo.
Underscore.
Just Geo.
The
No, just
underscore crustacean, maybe.
Geo. Just.
User not found on the gram.
Away, it's your boy Geo underscore the underscore done. I have returned from my maternity leave. Maybe not for. Yeah, I have returned permanently. So away, I'm here to stay. I
That's
saw
my-
that Sado, that's Brian here next to me, was getting too comfortable in my seat, man. Sinjay. So I was like, I have to reclaim. Oh, yo.
Yo, kan jy eens reg praat nie, man. Kan jy eens reg praat nie.
Ze denkt te veel, hè. Ze kan niet zo mee praten. Hulle noem voor je de king of God of
War,
War.
man.
Ik heb gedink.
Waar net zeggen dan?
Wat zij gedink het?
En
Ja, die kant op en af, heel tijd.
En jou mannen like kak.
Zij moet beginnen besef.
Ik.
Vat jou eiers allemaal af en geet voor die vissen.
In die nice sea.
En die velkens is anders. Dat ik je gewoon king voel. Om te voelen dat zij betonen tussen.
Ze betonen het in je kop.
Die in allemaal bekleed.
Het is allemaal bekleedief. Maar wait, stop this.
But we back at it and we ready to pod, my bro. Another fortnight, my bro. Travis Scott in this beach. And we ready to pod, but we are not alone today.
Yes.
We are joined by a fixture on the Realcast. You know, at this point in time, big friend of the show. I'm going to let the man introduce himself.
Yo, I fucked this one up a few times, so I'm gonna
So
get
get it right this time.
Get it
bro.
right. What's up, guys? It's the Fresh Prince of Nike_A. Boom! Bomber Club.
Yes, now, yo.
Bomber Club.
Okay. Now that the introductions are done, Owens. Now that the introductions are done. If you'd like to follow the show, you can find us at The Realcast SA on Instagram and Twitter. You can find myself at I Am Basic Al on those platforms as well. I'm gonna skip this, man.
You can find me on Instagram only, the Fresh Prince of Nike_A.
Yes, baby.
And ladies and gentlemen, Gio, this is usually your thing, but I must take over, man. Take over. We also have a actively monitored email address, so you can drop us a mail to let us know if you have any.
Can I ask you something? Yo, look at this one. Look at me like my bro. I'm just gonna kick you out.
Hey.
Yeah, but why are you speaking like you from white chicks though? Actively monitored. My bro, this isn't call center vibes. Yo, that's my somewhere actively monitored. Nah, actively okay, nah, relax.
Anyway, yeah, go on.
We have we have an actively monitored email address that you can drop us a message on if you want to let us know anything about our show. Our show, 1 of 3. Are you dumb?
Listen to this, man, bruh.
One of show.
Just coming in here claiming equity, bruh.
Wow, bruh.
Huh? A profit partner.
About the show.
You.
Yeah, you can drop us a email if you have any reviews about the show, if you want to be a guest on the show, if you want to know why Gio's off the grid, anything to that, if you can do that. We also have coming in hot. We also have the GTI fund, which we are really grateful for all our listeners, supporters, and even those that hasn't contributed to it. We do thank you for your support in any ways and means. So
links in the description. But die ding se naam is die.
Put the mic by your mouth.
Yo, god damn.
Yeah, please, baby, put the mic on.
Nah, man, Owens, nah. Anyway, orders
the
for
number,
fools.
now, I was gonna say, I want to say thank you so much to Carl for contributing to the GTI fund. Thank you so much, my bro. We really appreciate it, Sydney. I'd like to thank you for you know your contribution as well, and also myself
for the contribution.
Thank you.
My tide is after this month.
Yo,
should
relax,
be done.
Nah, but like, yeah, away. All jokes aside, yeah, we thank you so much for your support, guys. If you'd like to listen to the show, you can find us at. If you'd like to listen to the show, you can find us on all major DSPs. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Cast, Box, Amazon Music, and so much more. If that's not your thing, our subdomain is available. That is www.therealcastsa.podbean.com. If you'd like the visuals, that's The Realcast TV on YouTube and on TikTok. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. And last but not least, if you are a sensitive listener, viewer, right now is the time to gaita, because here we keep it real, we keep it raw, and we keep it
uncensored.
There we go,
the
man.
The number is this now. So if you are one of those sensitive viewers, let me tell you something. Let me put you on some game. I'm finding it hard to speak for some reason, but it's been a while. Number is this. Go to YouTube, no? You can just type YouTube in on Google, and then the first result will take you to the YouTube page, right?
Your tutorials, my bro.
So now we're there, right? So now you go into the search bar and you type in Ryan's Toys Review.
Yes, sir.
That is right up your alley, man. Bro. That is for all you damn pansies that get buttered when you hear something that you don't agree with.
Yo.
We don't need you here. We don't want you here.
Yo.
Sack.
But it is like so. I'm just thinking. What team do you play for? Other team.
Not the woke team.
Oh, wait, Owen, so it's been a while, man. A lot has happened, huh? 2 major album drops by 2 of the greatest rappers of our generation. You know, Ronaldo is back in the Prem.
Yo.
No? What else happened, Owens, while we were on hiatus? Anything else?
They shot Carl on the collarbone in paintballing.
Yo, not actually the collarbone, but my left turry, bruh. So.
Yo.
Yeah, but we have a lot to get into, but I'd always like... We got stuck in the mud, Owen.
Senti. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
lot of
sensitive topic.
People burnt out clutches. But Owens, I'm happy to be back. Let's start with you, Gio. How's things, bruh?
My bro, things have been good, but I've been off the grid. Let me explain why. These oaks have been saying maternity leave, but now I just wanted to cut off from social media during my studies. So I'm hard in the paint with regards to the studies, you know. Gotta better yourself. Education is the best investment you can make in your life.
Wait, who said it? Who said it? Love, life, proceed.
Progress,
There we
Lil
go.
Weezy,
Oh,
bruh.
Lil
Lil Weezy.
Yo.
Bruh, Weezy F baby.
And the F is for?
Phenomenal. Sure. I know phenomenal's with a PH, bruh.
Yeah.
But Lil Wayne said it.
That's why you always got to check the pH balance.
Oh, yeah, I am the resident wordsmith, so
Yo.
let's just get that clear.
G's move in silence like lasagna.
Real G's.
There we go. Never
Moving
forget.
My bro, never forget, bruh.
Sure.
But away,
Uh.
on the low, I've been just grinding, and I've been pretty happy, bruh. Like
Good,
this,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean everything is always going hunky dory, right? That's not what it means, and I don't want to get on a deep tip now. Pause.
Owens is mega sus today, bruh. Owens is very, very
It's,
sus
yo,
today.
bruh. Do you know how much Yo, I was gonna say something very millennial now.
Okay.
I'll say it. Do you know how much clout being sus gets you? I don't know if you saw this bra on YouTube,
Yeah.
Aiden Ross.
Who's
The bra that
isn't he
was-
like the bra that where Tory Lanez did the
Yeah,
freestyle? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So that man is like lamming with the yellow rappers and what in the US now. I was watching a docu on the man. Because I always saw him, but then I didn't know, what does this man actually do? Then the advice, his trope is, every time he meets a new rapper, he tries to be as sus as possible, man, for the content. And then obviously they don't take kindly to it.
The susness.
Oh, yeah, the susness. Like,
Okay.
I think it was Polo G or someone, and he's like, yo, Polo G is like on Loki's cock art. Like, you'll say cock like that, man, just randomly, Sinjay. So, away, not to get off on that, tangent, I just want to say, I'm happy to be back. I'm good. And not that everything's hunky-dory, but at the end of the day, if you look at people getting looted, people living in a shack, people cucking in long drops, my bro, that cuck still happens.
Yeah, I have a story about that one.
Like, it could be worse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm happy for the blessings that I do have. Away, where we
Seto.
going next to Seto?
You know me, I'm always last on the list, man. I'm like Nick Cannon, bruh. Nick Cannon presents. The Owens.
I was gonna do something about Mariah Carey, but the way your day is coming up, we're not gonna put any cack. The way your day is coming up, bruh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think to just touch on Gio's point, I'm feeling the same vibes, Sometimes life just fucks you around left, right, and center.
Definitely.
But we just cap on, maybe.
Yes, bruh.
We just
Because
cap
we are
on.
from where?
We are from Frankrijk.
Nah, put the mic there. Tell the Owens where we from.
We are from France, maybe.
And as they say in France.
Don't be a dumb France.
We end. What else?
We cap on, man.
There we go, bruh.
Hey. Cheeky, like this other quote was sitting with me, like, wow, maybe this, but I was like, oh no, I could be doing this today, doing that, you know what I mean? I could be on the beach But Sinja, I need to dial what I need to dial because do I want to be on the beach or open up my front door and fucking
I'm
be on the
exposing my
beach?
pipe etiquette. I'm sorry, bro.
Yo.
We're frying again, my bro. Yo, today's just ultra sus, bro. Yo, anyway, sorry, bro. Sorry.
Ah, wait, like he was just saying something to the degree of like,
Close it.
you want to go lamb on the beach. Yo, this is pipe kopper, man. So pipe kopper.
Go on.
Third try for 2 marks.
Okay, nah,
Ah,
sorry,
wait,
sorry,
like,
sorry.
do you want to lamb on the beach or do you want to fucking open up your front door and be on the beach? Do you want to, just work and get to your goal? So are we just taking my blessings and just working towards the goal? That's how I'm doing, bro.
Okay. Yo, this man came with a philosophy, my bro. Philosophy. Away, nah, as for me, Owens, I can pretty much say the same. It's been a bit of a tough time, but we move, We keep it moving, keep it pushing, and we appreciate the things that we have instead of worrying about what we
do not have.
There we go. By the way, like I said, a lot of things has happened since our last episode. I think it's been like 2.5 weeks, huh? Away. But away, I'd like to start off with a topic that's been trending for a while, and that is the 2 albums that have recently been dropped. So let's start with DONDA, Owens. Any thoughts?
I have no thoughts. I pass the mic on Donda.
Okay, nice.
Go
for
but
it. Spit,
CLB.
wax.
Oh.
Nah,
are we
nah,
getting
nah.
like topic
Nah.
into
Nah,
album to
nah,
album or are we?
You're gonna just start album to album?
Certain album by album. Are we? Donda,
Yo,
trash.
this Owens acting like they never potted in their life, my bro. Come on now, Owens, man. Donda.
Trash.
Don't say Owens, man. Don't include me, bruh. This man was like, what we gonna do, man, bro? I'm like, yo, bruh, really, man, bro? Go with the flow. I like I tell you it.
Yo, Owens,
Yo, now
please.
wait, I'll stop with the sausage.
Okay.
Stop. Okay, go ahead. You started off with trash. It's a very, very hectic statement, so please back it up.
I just feel Kanye is just going in circles. I don't feel like he's reached his peak.
Okay.
I think his peak ended off with something. What is that album? Pablo. Life of Pablo. Yeah, I think that was his peak. Wasn't his best, but yeah, that's his. For me, on a personal scale, Chick was cool, but Donda, trash. One track, that Hurricane, that's the only track I dig.
Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like there must be a progress or progression throughout your career.
Okay.
That's just my feels. Like you
Okay.
can see where you started, so you can't go back from top to being like at the cock.
Oh, yo, fuck. It's a harsh critic today, no?
At the cock.
Okay.
For me, I
Okay,
understand.
that's your opinion.
Look,
Yeah.
I checked out his concert now. I
Ah.
wasn't there. Oh yeah, I wasn't there, people. On the gram and on YouTube. You never know, bruh. So put your lips closer to my. Oh.
Owens, man, nah,
Okay,
yo.
that is the last one. That's the last. But like the concert scene, the plot was like, okay, starting out Chicago, up and coming, and then his mother dies, right? And then he goes through his whole transition. He gets married again, and he's now leaving. But then close to the end of the scene, if I can put it that way, he goes about having suicidal thoughts, and he wants to kill himself and shit. And then eventually it happens, and he like goes up to heaven to his mother. So I'm like, that is for me created by a story plot and the whole recreation of his childhood household. You know what I mean? With its attention to detail. But that, other than that, Hurricane's the only thing. And I think the Weeknd brought the vocals like ham on that, maybe. So yeah.
Okay, luckily, I would say luckily, we are all entitled to our own opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sorry to say, but nah, you missed the mark there. I'm gonna go next because I think we should progress. Because I myself am not a. Because I myself am not a Kanye fan. But one thing I will admit is that to this day he is still one of the greatest ever. When I say ever, like I'm talking about like artists in my opinion. But I listened to the album with an open mind, right?
I asked you to.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wasn't gonna do it, but but yeah, I will say I was impressed not so much with Kanye in how can I say, in his lyrical form. I'll just put it like that for lack of a better phrase. Not that we all know Kanye has bars, but I was more impressed by the production, you know, and the sort of the creative side of everything he put into the album, man. Even if you look at all the features like Travis Scott, Lil Baby, Fabio, you know, just to name a few, Jay-Z, yeah, Hove. Yeah, the Owens.
Go answer your
Go
phone.
answer your
bruh.
phone, my bro. Yo, unprofessional, my bro. Yes, yes. Anyway. Nah, like,
Yeah, they post us man home.
but like, yeah, man, like, it's something to I don't want to say to behold, because I don't want to sound like a tootie, but like it's really something to take in, man. The amount of effort,
Yeah.
every sound, every
You
hi.
know, he lived in a stadium while he was producing.
Yeah, in a room, no?
Yeah.
And you can actually hear like this is someone putting their everything into a project, no? Now, obviously, art is subjective, no? So, like you heard, Sido,
Yeah.
it was cack to him, and that's
Yeah.
that's okay.
Some people don't have cultured palates. so.
Yo, relax, Owens.
Oh,
man. But like, you know, to everybody will have a different view on it, man. But for me personally, I can't be biased just because I'm not a Kanye
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
You know, but like it forces you to witness the genius that is Kanye West. Do you understand? And as far as everybody who featured on the album, it's almost like they knew that, yeah, I'm on Kanye's album.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I better come with bars. I
Yeah.
better come with my best. Even like I am a Travis Scott stan, no? And I'll be the first one to tell you, Mans is not lyrically gifted. Do you know what I mean? But even by Travis Scott's standard, you know what I mean, of lyrical ability, I was even impressed with him because he was rapping. Not to say that he was like on par with the rest of the features.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. Because I mean, Hove and Kanye, I don't know what the song's name is. Do you know?
Jail.
Jail, yo, fire.
Oh, yeah.
Jail
Electronica.
Yeah, even that, man. You're speaking about
lord,
like
bro.
hieroglyphics and
Yeah, bro.
yo, tectonic
What did that man
plates.
say? I
and-
shove the tectonic plates of the game if I lay one vocal.
Yo, bruh,
Good
like
grief,
like
bruh.
the Owens came with flames. So for me personally, again, not a Kanye fan, but I can appreciate the art. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's the greatest thing I ever heard, but it is like you can hear that this came from a genius, someone that's been doing this. And also a last point, like you see, and I'll get into this when we talk about Certified Lover Boy. When you become as great as Kanye is, no, a lot of people, no matter what it is, you see it in sport, you see it in music, you see it in whatever art form you wanna call it, even like YouTubers, any creative form. You see when they reach their peak, no, it's difficult for them to maintain it. Do you understand? And I think with this project, this man is showing us that there's more to this, man. There's more to Ye. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll get into it when we get back to Certified Lover Boy, like I said. By the way, that's mine. I would give it, if I had to give it a rating.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I'm trying not to be biased,
Uh,
but a 7 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
7 out of 10. Oh, yeah.
oh, yeah. On that note, on to the Resident. I'm not even a Ye stan, bro. My favorite rapper of all time is The Game, right?
Yeah, but
So
you have an appreciation for
I really like Kanye's music because of how revolutionary it is to me.
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So like, when I listen to a project, right, I listen to it holistically, right? So I'm not going to go listen to, let's say, Pop Smoke album for bars. No, I'm not. I'm listening to it for vibes. Do you understand? I'm not listening to
If in the chat for
to-
Pop Smoke.
Away, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I used him as an example now. I'm not listening to, who can I say? Okay, I don't listen to Playboy Carti, right? Because whack,
Yo,
right?
but nah, bruh, Playboy Carti makes music for, like he says, right with.
Oh, Fat Crayons.
There we go,
Away.
Sorry, not sorry.
What were you gonna say?
That right left hand.
Oh, bruh, if for the left-handed people in the chat.
Yo,
Fun fact, left-handed people die earlier. So, away, peace.
yo, relax, Owens, man.
So the number is, now let me tell you my experience with the Kanye album, since I told you about the holistic thing.
Yeah.
I'm not coming to Kanye for lyricism. even though he can rap, he has bars, but like he's more than that, obviously, right? So
Yeah.
that's first of all. Second of all, I will start with saying that the album is way too bloated. There
See,
are
that's a
some
lot
tracks
of
that could have
You could have left it
just
off.
left it off.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But I still think that the album was that good that it didn't detract from the immense project that it was. I think it was a masterpiece, right? I'm
Okay.
not going to pull
Yeah.
any punches here. I think it was a masterpiece. And Sido, I'll touch on what you were saying about you want to see the progression with the artist, right? And I'm gonna touch on the CLB convo a bit.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna touch on the CLB convo quickly. You say you were looking for development, but there's been no development in Drake, bruh. He's put out the same 4 albums the same album for 4 albums in a row now.
Yeah,
it's just
and
that his fans aren't tired of it.
yeah.
anymore.
The thing is,
You
I'm
know
not
what I
even
mean?
like packing on that. Like that was my exact thought when I mentioned Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
But I will elaborate when we talk about it.
Oh wait, but
Yeah.
like so let me tell you what development I think I saw with Kanye, right? So with Kanye, after Life of Pablo, as you rightfully say, was a banger of an album, alright? A lot of people didn't like Ye. I liked Ye. Ye's cool. I think it's vibes. Jesus is King I didn't like. Yeah, no, I didn't like Jesus is King. Because it came off very like, you know,
Gimmicky.
Gimmicky. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the perfect word,
Yeah.
bruh. Came off very gimmicky. And then this is also, the Grammys will recognize this album as a gospel album, right? That's why you also hear that they bleeped out the swear words. Because you can't be eligible for a gospel album if there's any swear words on.
Okay,
So if you were
that's an
wondering
interesting
why,
fact. That's an interesting
if
fact.
you were wondering why, that's why. So at the end of the day, this is going to be compared with all the other gospel albums. Obviously, it's going to win the Grammy.
I think
right?
so too, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
Because this is
like-
sorry man, I don't mean to
like, you know,
interrupt
Lecrae? Nah,
Yeah.
fam.
like yeah. So yeah, if it's because I mean it's sort of a new take on the genre.
Exactly.
And I think I don't know if it was intentional, but I think he sort of saw
It
the
was definitely intentional, bruh.
the gap.
Man
for
is a
that.
visionary,
Yeah,
exactly.
and he
bruh.
brought sort of
Internationalization, I think that's what they call it in business when you expect, globalization. Yeah, some internationalization. Globalization. When they actually tap in the market. So I feel it was purposely. It's the same like with Drake though. He done the whole TikTok thing because that's where the people's going.
yeah,
The
that's
whole
true.
tush is
That's
like-
true. That's
But
true.
if you're gonna say I'm doing something retarded to get money and likes, I'll say fuck you. My balance is smiling. You know.
Exactly. So I'm on that now in terms of the progression and the development. And with those albums, Yay and Jesus is King, right? Jesus is King missed because of how gimmicky it came off. And I think Carl to this day still thinks that you know, he's disingenuous with his faith, Kanye.
Yeah.
Right? I'm speaking for you now, but you can tell me if I'm wrong.
Nah, that's
Right?
facts.
Carl and a lot of people also think that, right?
Mm.
My thing is, irrespective of whether you think that, right?
Mm.
If we look at what college dropout and late registration and graduation, all those bangers
Yeah.
back in the day that was homie trying to come up.
Mm.
You know, it was his story about, you know, him being in college and then leaving college, all that type of stuff,
Yeah.
right? Great. Very on the nose. And I think because of this man's bipolar and you know, he has like mental issues and things like that,
Yeah.
right? Clearly, right?
Mm.
He needed to find a way to get out of the darkness, right? Because he was in a dark pit. You remember when he was ranting all over the shop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing,
Yeah.
right? He was in a dark pit, and I think whether you think he's disingenuous or not, right?
Uh-huh.
I think that his faith led him out of a dark place. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the way he brings it across may be, you know, may seem disingenuous and whatever, but like, I think that it's something that's genuinely like led him to the light. Like, even if you're not religious, maybe,
Oh.
right? Or if you have another religion, we all have the fight against ultimate evil and to be the ultimate good, right?
Yeah.
Inherently,
Yeah.
we know what it is. Sometimes we do the bad,
Mm.
but we know that it's wrong. Like, you have a voice on your shoulder. Like, if you watch those cartoons, you see the angel and the devil, Sinjay talking to you. You know what I mean? And as cat, it's like on a magnified level with homie.
Mm.
And obviously, his life is publicized to the world as well.
Yeah.
So that adds another thing, plus his mental health.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is a great development from him too. From the gimmicky things, I think the way they incorporated the the gospel talk in this album for the most part is not grating to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, whether I believe The Weeknd saying, yeah, you help me walk on water, good like that. Like, I don't believe The Weeknd, bruh. But I think if you listen to it for yourself and in your kind of struggles that you are in, do you know what I mean? It can be very motivating. You know what I mean? So I get a motivating, uplifting.
That's a fair assumption.
You know what I mean? Uplifting. It's not an assumption. It's my opinion.
Nah, I'm saying okay. That's a fair analysis.
Yeah. So away. That's on that. In terms of the album and the music, right? Sonically, I challenge you to tell me what's more pleasing than listening to this album, bruh. If we're talking about production, we're talking about the organs, my bro. We're talking about how on off the grid the beat seamlessly transitions into a drill beat, bruh. You know what I mean? And then, like I was mentioning, the features to go with it. The features did not disappoint.
Even the choir, bruh.
The choir.
Yo.
The choir. Don't let me down. This one was racing. Sinze, I don't know why you look so sad, my bro. Why so sad? Oh, okay.
So Mike, let the people hear what you just said.
Oh, what?
I'm coming with the smoke for you guys.
Is that why you look so sad? Stay, look, we can go till 9 a.m. in the morning. Anyway.
Yo, guys.
It's too easy, bruh. Anyway, so away. On that note, the production is immaculate. The organs, the organs are my main thing. You know what I mean? And then, even something as small as a damn hi-hat, bruh.
Yeah.
I also want to give a shout out to Vori. Vori is on 4 of the tracks. Like a nice melodic, angelic type sound, from Vori. So I think that was a great performance. I'll give my standout tracks. It's Off the Grid. It's Jail. It's Jesus Lord. Come to Life. Oh my word! At the end there with that piano solo. Good grief, my guy. Pure Souls, Roddy Rich. Great performance from him. What's the other one? Keep My Spirit Alive with Westside Gun and Conway. Jay Lick had an amazing verse on Jesus Lord. Like, I'm just like, if you're looking for a cohesive piece of art, bruh. And one thing I'll say is abstract art is not for anyone. Fact. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for anyone. You know what I mean? Like, to this day, I think Damien Hirst is a fucking con. He's a artist, and now the art people will get livid. But so this is what his paintings on. It goes for like $10 million dollars.
Yeah.
He's the one who actually did. No, not him. It was him or Jackson. No, it was Damien Hirst that did CLB's album cover with the pregnant ladies. Yeah, the emojis. Yeah. So his art is, he has like a thing where there's just the yellow polka dots of different colors. And then he sells that shit for 10 million. How? Is my question, right?
Yeah, but the same thing can be said about Virgil Abloh. Like, if you look, like, you will have a painting on the wall and you will have, like, in inverted commas, the beach or sea. You know what I mean? So that inverted commas, if you look at the Jordans or whatever, where you see air, that is where you need to mentally visualize that, man. So how do you sell that for millions of dollars? It's like, he's getting the gun. Somehow it just sits with the person's mind, man. What stacks, bro?
So me saying that is, I think that Virgil Abloh shit, and now you're gonna come for me, I don't mind. But like, and the Damien Hirst shit and all that in terms of abstract art is all ass to me, right? It's just, how can I say, taking advantage that rich people have a lot of money to spend on cack, right?
But I mean, just like he said earlier on, no? If I'm making paper off it, then
no, I'm not saying they should stop doing it.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I'm actually trying to bring it around, I'm trying to bring it like.
Sorry.
With Kanye's album, even though I think it's abstract art, I think that sonically, if you listen to it in your beats or whatever, or on a liquor system or whatever, and you're just in your room alone, if that music does not touch you, not necessarily all of the tracks, you know what I mean? But I
don't know the meaning of subtle.
Forgot to put this flash off. So all of that, I give it a 8.5 out of 10. I think that was a masterful piece of work. I'll definitely be going back to it. And yeah, man, shout outs to Kanye, my bro, for blessing us with
The
this
Realcast.
project.
The Realcast.